here. Bar the Gamer might be joining us in voice here shortly. Let's see if we can hear from Bar.
Oh yeah, what's going on, guys?
Var, welcome
Hey,
in.
Hey.
How's it going? How do you feel about your battles there in round three? You're still undefeated, correct?
Oh, it was super intense. I think I managed to pull off some good deals in the first two games, and the last game, doesn't really matter.
Absolutely. You take that 2-0 victory. So the third game is more of like an experiment. Maybe you bring a Pokemon that you want to get more practice with. Maybe you try to make another team read.
Yeah,
Maybe you
true.
play a little bit spicy. So in those first couple of games, how did you feel about your opponent's team? Because before the match started, we actually gave team comp advantage to your opponent, but you were able to overcome it. What do you think?
Okay, so I think I try to focus on some potential teams that I can see. You are taking the 6 versus 6. I try to minimize it to maybe 3 Pokemons that you can bring, or maybe 4, and then I start to see things differently.
I definitely agree. When you start to rule things out, when you say there's no way he brings this Pokemon or there's no way he brings this Pokemon,
Yeah.
it can really narrow down the competition for you. Bar, I also saw you put a custom message there in the chat for your YouTube channel. Can you tell us about
Oh,
your content?
yeah, for sure. Currently, I'm serving in the army, so the content is pretty low. But I try to keep some, you know, practice here and there, and some raid with the viewers, having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for your service. How would you describe yourself as a trainer? Do you look at more of like a when you approach your opponents, do you like to make a lot of sack swaps? Do you like to maybe go for nukes all the time? The big earthquake, the big sludge wave. Could you just talk about your experience as a trainer
Oh,
because you've
yeah.
succeeded in Sylph quite a bit?
That's true. I can talk about it later, yeah. So, in first place, I like to use Pokemons that doesn't require too much energy for the charge move. Like maybe Dragonite, Snorlax, those kind of Pokemons with 35 energy per move. And also, I like to make my opponent very inefficient in a way that maybe try to catch some moves on other Pokemons. I like to use mons that can, how do I call it? Mm,
Mhm.
that can
Well,
hardwall everything that my opponent can do. Maybe if he does have like something like Venusaur, so maybe use Scarm and something like that.
mhm, mhm. So to your point about denying your opponent or making them inefficient, I saw in game two you were able to KO two of their Pokemon before that next charge move came off, and I could tell that was on purpose. You did that by design.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an entirely different game if you can deny your opponent charge moves and you're the only one that gets to use charge
I
moves. It's a
never
a
deny charge
completely
move.
different
Yeah,
thing.
you don't. I think I played even against you something like 3 months ago, and it wasn't really to my advantage. But yeah, sometimes you win some and lose some.
Yeah, of course. It happens to the best of us, and the best trainers are the trainers that even though they lose, they learn and they improve and they progress, and that is you in every form of the word because you're able to succeed so much in Sylph, and you're doing very well in Shadow Cup as well. Bart, do you have any final words for our chat for our viewers before we let you prepare for round four?
Just want to shout out the Israel community. You're the best.
Absolutely. Bar, thank you so much. I really appreciate your positivity, your skill, and your service to your country. Thank you so much. And we wish you the best in the rest of the Shadow Cup.
So, thanks so much for you guys and for the organizing. It's a great tournament. I really like the meta, and I hope I can make it to the finals.
Let's see. We'll be cheering for you.
Thanks so much.